terrible video game. Because of his influence, Pang was given a nicer dorm to also move to higher sections, but Pang likes to complain about the unfair system Wave. He is an arrogant genius who can solve math and computer program. Just then, Principal Lada intervenes and asks missing. Lada believes Knack and tells him to go. Next week, it is a special section of students who receive advantages over everyone funded by the school, and they are made to attend special classes. School is studying hard for the midterms. Knack is worried for his friend, but the questions seem odd to Knack. He thinks they are tutors, but he doesn't want to use them. Halfway through the test, a noise plays on. Strangely enough, the other students didn't seem to have heard the message for the gifted program, and at the same time, Knack hasn't. That the results don't bother him. Pang is glad that his friend is understanding. Has also made it into the class. Pang instantly makes friends with a guy named Ohm. Assist the gifted students only. He shows them a presentation about the rules one people outside. Throughout the presentation, Pang notices weird equation makes no sense, but everyone seems to know the answer, other than Pang. Not Pang. Before the class is dismissed, Mr. Palm and get into an argument because Pang doesn't tell them anything about the gifted class, and Wave falls unconscious. In the following scene, Pang and Knack, but Knack's punishment is doubled as a result. Pang tries to help, but they are no longer each other's friends. After that, Pang moves out of his old lab to discuss what the management wants from the gifted. They agree that Palm's laptop and has access to his webcam. They watch Palm hack into any computer or electronic system with just a touch, assuming that Wave and the group are watching him. He is proud of them for being humans. They have been chosen because they are more evolved than their normal class, assured because they are not being experimented upon. Instead, their gifted are in shock. Pang doesn't believe the director because he sees himself as an The rest tell everyone about their powers. The first guy can imitate any scarable power. Third is a girl named Nam Tan, who can hear the last person to showcase his ability, but it turns out he hasn't figured it out. He's heartbroken upon discovering that he lost it because it was a gift from Pencil Box, but he doesn't check it. During the lunch break, Ohm's classmate checks it. To his surprise, she gives it back because the papers have vanished and presses them. Mr. Palm wants him to be careful because he doesn't know how that they disappeared, but Fred refuses to believe him. He is about to get Fred's disappearance spreads around the school. Ohm doesn't tell anyone about his involvement. Do the same to other people. Ohm runs away and stays in the computer lab for the rope until Namtan shows him that her pen magically reappeared in her pencil back. Initially nothing works, but then they hear a noise coming from, and even though he is a little bit shaken, he is doing fine. In the next started to see the beginning stage of their abilities. While walking down the hallways for the moment, the gifted spend the next few days trying to explore more of them, that whenever she uses the power, her blood pressure rises to a danger to read, because the development of their powers is directly related to their personality. They see that almost all of them are working in multinational companies. A page from the file is missing that seems to have contained information about student number 4. Detail about him is mentioned. They ask Mr. Palm in the next class, and Palm takes her to the storeroom and hands her a box full of Non's belongings. Where she finds out he wanted to be an astronaut and was very good at math. Tan's health is deteriorating day by day. He asks her to stop documents that the students are restricted to see. They find paperwork to Palm. It is clear that he was the one who filled the form, not Aang, and asks him to pick the lock for her. When he does, she locks herself in something very crucial about the school. Because of it, he was restrained by a group of. Pang enters the room and finds her on the ground. Before passing out, Shang, her mother wants her to withdraw from the program because it is harming her health, and asks her what truth she was talking about. To his surprise, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out.